Good day, folks, and welcome to the IT Way. My name is Joanne, and today we're going to make a series of videos about the Cisco Meraki MT sensors. Probably you have heard that Cisco Meraki launched a new products for the IoT or sensors for your environment, and that's true. So now we have all the sensors. I want to create a series of video for you to know how to configure, how to add it to the network, and then how to play around with them. Right now, the first one that we're gonna do, so this little device here that Meraki has done. So it's the same as any other Meraki devices. You're gonna be able to use it in the dashboard and set everything that you have over there in the cloud. And this one is the MT20. So with this device, it's the same thing as any regular door sensor to understand if it's open or closed, and all that is going to be shown on in the beautiful dashboard that they have already. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go like this: basic MT configuration, see how connected to the network, how to make sure that it's in the dashboard connection, because here you don't have any cable, so we understand how to connect to the dashboard, and then how to set the alerts that you want when the door is open or when the door is closed. Since we're going to start the configuration understanding that our MT device is already in our inventory, if you don't have the device in the inventory, or you don't know how to add the devices to the inventory, you can go to this video and it's going to show you all the process when creating a dashboard account, how to add devices to the inventory. And after that, you can continue with this video to see how add it to your network. If this is your time with Cisco Meraki devices in configuration or troubleshooting, I recommend you to go here. This is our training list of guidance for all the Cisco Meraki devices, where you can find troubleshooting tips, how to configure different tools, and how to automate your network as well. And now that we have our MT20 in the house, let's go to the dashboard and let's configure it. So now that we're in the dashboard, let's go and connect and configure our MT sensor. And this time, we're gonna go to the inventory. Remember, we have the MT devices here already. If you don't, you can go to the other video to know how to create your dashboard organization, how to add the devices. This instance, we're gonna use the MT20. You can select it and then change the network assignment. We're gonna put in the IT Way network. Moving to that network is successful, and then if I refresh the page, I will see the environmental tab. So now I have the cameras tab and the environmental tab. If I go to the environmental tab, here you have these two beautiful banners. So the first one is to let you know that this network contains MR and MT devices. So if you wish to use the MRs, you need Wi-Fi 6 MRs in this network to use it as a gateway for the MT devices. And they should run at least the 27.5 12 firmware to support the MT sensors. In this case, I don't have MR. What I have is MV. So you can go to the next banner. It says MT devices must be in the same network as compatible gateways. So you have Wi-Fi 6 MRs or second generation MV. To understand better that, let's go to this documentation. It shows the minimum firmware versions. So you can come here, and in this list of compatible gateways, you have MV cameras. So if you have one of those MV cameras, it's going to work perfectly fine. Or if you have one of those MR access points. And says environmental sensors are only supported with the second generation MV cameras and Wi-Fi 6 compatible APs. So if you don't have any of these devices, you're not going to be able to use this MT sensor. If we go back, let's see, I think that my camera is an MV32. Yes, MV32, and based on the guidelines, MV32 is supported. So the only thing that I have to do is just have the MV32 camera in the network, and with the beacons and all the Wi-Fi communication, they're gonna be able to talk to each other and have, if I have the MT sensor here, right now it says offline, so you can wait for a few minutes, and we should be able to see this MT sensor then connected to that MV camera. But that's the first thing they have to check. If you purchase MT sensors, ensure that you have a compatible MR or MV. MV is second generation cameras, or MR has to be Wi-Fi 6 MR, and with the proper firmware versions. If we leave it a little bit of time, let's see then in a few minutes how we can see this specific sensor being reachable. We can go through these different tabs. Here we have overview. We're gonna see the device status of all the sensors that we have. Here we have the alerting sensor. Right now, since the only sensor that we put in is the MT20, the door sensor, that's the only alert that we have to see if the door is open or closed. The sensor tab is for you to see all the sensors that you have, and here you can put the names, you can see the status, or the alert profiles we're gonna see later on. And the actions, so if you wanna make something like move into another network, remove from the network, or manage the alert profiles. And the alert profiles is the alert profiles for you. If you wanna create an alert to say when the door is closed or is open, you can manage it here. Let's refresh the page and see if the MT is back. So yeah, MT is back. So right now, since I have the door closed with my sensor, you can see that the status is closed. And here you have almost the same thing as the other Cisco Meraki devices in the status page. Removing the sensor for the door or open the door, you're gonna see the change here. If you scroll down, if there are a lot of failed connections, you can see here in the gateway connectivity, even the lags that I have in the connection, the RSSI, the signal strength that has from the sensor to your NV or your gateway. It could be an access point, it could be an NV camera, and the last time that it was connected. So the important part is this side here, the gateway connectivity. Now that I remove the two parts in the sensor, or in one way I open the door, let's see the change here, so you can see the difference between close and open. If we go back, now that we have our devices online, it's better if we can create an alert profile for that. Let's say door open. We're gonna have the condition, say, okay, I want to receive this alert when the door is open, and these are all the sources where you can put your notification from. So if you want to send it to your email, you can say info@theitway.net, which is our email. You can put a phone number or even a webhooks server for you to receive that email alert. We save done. Now that we have the alert, we're gonna assign that profile to the sensor. So we can come here, add alert profiles. This is the one. So you can even test the alert without assigning to anyone. So you click send, in that way you know if your webhooks server is receiving the alert, or your mobile device in the SMN text message, or your email as well. Now that I want this, you say apply to one sensor. You can click save. And we know that this sensor has this specific alert profile. If we click here, now we see that yes, the door now is open, and now that's how you can see the difference throughout the time when the door is open or closed. So now I should receive that email alert. And that's how you configure the MT20 sensor for your Cisco Meraki device, for your Cisco Meraki network. And that's how you configure MT20 in the Cisco Meraki dashboard. Now you see how to configure it, how to add it to the network, and how to set the alerts that you want. So this is pretty simple, and it's way simpler than any other Cisco Meraki devices. If you need any more help for how to configure tools, how to configure specific features, how to troubleshoot, or even how to automate your network, you can come here. We have a playlist with all the videos that we have so far to understand better the Cisco Meraki structure. And that's how you configure the MT20 in the IT way. See you in the next one.